I let my tape rock to my tape pop. Now I'm in the limelight, cause I was all a dream. Never thought that hip hop, never thought that hip hop, never thought that hip hop. Take it this I let my tape rock.
Hey yo, so I'm minding my business online, being nosy and shit, and I see what's going on with T.I. calling 50 out for the verses. And I can't quite figure out if I really want to see that one or not. And here's why. First of all, I felt like it came out of nowhere and T.I. was just calling 50 out so he can just get the easy win. I'm going to get into it a little later why I feel like it would be an easy win for T.I., but I felt like that's what he was doing. Now, none of the other matchups I felt like was set up like that. We ain't doing that. We want to see some competition out there. It's fun. I like the cool vibes, the Erykah Badu, Jill Scott. I like the Babyface and Teddy Riley. That's all good, but I want to see some competition out there, some people that really came out here to win. And when you look back at Nelly and Luda came out there to win. Nelly just came out there to play songs for the people. Fab and Jada came out there prepared. He wanted to win. Fab just came out to kick it with the homies on a Friday night. You know what I mean? Solo. He didn't even play Superwoman. He definitely didn't come to win, yo. We ain't gonna pick on, we ain't picking on Fab, but come on, bro. Didn't he play Superwoman, yo? He was just... Anyway, yo, so I want to see some competitiveness, and I feel like 50 and T.I. gonna give us that, especially what you see what's going on in the marketing. But when I saw that 50 called T.I. the snitch, he threw the 1-800 Crime Stopper joint out there, and then T.I. responded, and he dropped Preem name in the response, like, yo, I ain't get nobody no time. Can Preem say the same? And I'm like, yo, hold up. Cause that's some serious shit. Like a lot of families been hurt and affected by that. And I know T.I. is above doing some, black on black beef shit right now, especially with the state where the country is. And you listen to T.I. talk, you listen to his music, he above that, so you want to believe it's all marketing. So it gets me back in there, but like, yo, I felt like that was taking it a little bit too far. So now I'm on the fence. Do I want to see it or do I not? I appreciate the matchups when you see them and they peaked at the same time. They kind of dropped their first album around the same time. And Luda, Nelly, it wasn't quite even there. When you look at Fab and Jada, they both dropped their debut solo album the same year. But you had all them Rough Rider albums, them Locks albums. You had he pulling stuff off of Biggie albums, the Chest to Chest freestyle. He was in the 90s for a lot of that. Fab wasn't out at all. So that wasn't really even. So when you go with 50 and T.I., 50, they both dropped, Get Rich or Die Trying. He dropped that in 2003. You got T.I. dropping trap music in 2003. That's with Rubber Band Man. That's when I first heard of T.I. That's when a lot of us first heard of T.I. Yeah, T.I. had an album out before that, but we don't know about that one. We gonna leave that one. 50 had a joint before that, before he got shot. We ain't putting this one out there. We ain't really including that either. So they kind of both started around 2003, but if you include both of them, they still was out. Both dropped around the same time. So that's where I feel like, yo, you can say they both started at the same time. They both trash talkers. They both competitors. So I believe you're going to get that. Yo, nah, you played that. Watch me play this. And I beat that round. Nah, I beat that round. I want to see that. I want to keep it cool. I don't want no smoke and no real beef behind it because it's just hip hop. It's just competition. It's putting on the show for us. But, yo, I want people to want to win. It's a battle. The reason why I feel like it would be an easy win for T.I., even though I feel like 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying is the best body of work. I would put that up against any T.I. albums, and I'm going to tell you it's better. That win. But I feel like T.I. has the better career. He has the bigger body of work. Because when you look at what I consider to be T.I.'s best album, which is Paper Trail, that came out in 2008. You talking Live Your Life with Rihanna. You talking Whatever You Like. You talking Swagger Like Us with Swiss. You talking Dead and Gone with Justin Timberlake. What's up? What's happening? What's up? What's happening? I threw that in there. That's Shit. But yo, you talking all that. T.I. was just peaking in 2008. By 2008, 50 was all singles, feature records, and then he had a couple diss records going on. But other than that, he wasn't making dope albums. He only gave us 2 good albums. You talking Get Rich or Die Trying and You Massacre. I'm going to give you Curtis, but Curtis came out in 2007, and we still not at 2008. And when you think of Curtis, you talking what? I Get Money. That's the only thing on there. That's the only thing really on there that he can pull from. So even though I'm going to give you Curtis, 50 is declining by 2008 and T.I. is just coming uphill. He might be able to play Ayo Technology with Justin Timberlake and Timbaland, but that's only if T.I. playing one of his Timberlake songs, and he's still going to lose that round. In 09, he dropped Before I Self-Destruct, Baby by Me with Neo. He can pull that off of there. That's a dope record that probably will win a round, but other than that, it's not much on there. In 2010, T.I. dropping No Mercy, and that's another dope project. You got Poppin' Bottles with Drake on there he can pull off there, and that's where we're going to go into why it would be an easy win, because even when you go to 2018, T.I. is giving you Wraith with Meek Mill and Yo Gotti. He giving you Jeffy, however you say it, with Meek Mill. He's still giving you these hit records. He's still featured on hit songs. And 50, what is 50 giving you? The Power intro, that's dope. New Day with Alicia Keys, that's dope. Get Low with 2 Chainz. 50 don't have stuff that's relevant for the people right now. And I feel like in this kind of battle, when T.I. start pulling out these relevant features with these big name artists like Drake on it and stuff like that, Kanye and them big records like that, he going to lose those rounds instantly. When you talking T.I. versus 50, you talking South versus New York, it gotta be big hit record after hit record. None of the street records like Jadakiss and Fab did. They both from New York. They could do that because their fan base both appreciate that the same way. The South didn't appreciate East Coast music the same way East Coast artists did, and East Coast didn't appreciate South music the same way. Everything wasn't blending. Stuff really just starting to blend together now, thanks to Lil Wayne and them, but it's really just starting to blend together, so it wasn't quite the same. So unless it's not big records that everybody can appreciate from the same level, it's going to be super biased on who's going to win. Alright, so when you think about who else came out around that time and who else dropped their first albums around there, around the early 2000s, who would you want to see them matched up against that would be better than the T.I. 50? Because I feel like that would be uneven. So you got like Kanye, he dropped College Dropout in 2004. That was his first album. You know, do I want to see T.I. matched up against Kanye? Is that more fair? Definitely not for 50. So I don't know. Jeezy, I think Jeezy and T.I., that would be better. Jeezy dropped in 2005. But T.I. was talking the New York South thing, so I don't know. Styles P 2002, that's kind of a little unfair, like the Jadakiss Fab thing, but then Styles P really don't have no big records, so that wouldn't make sense. Rick Ross in 2006, I would rather see Rick Ross. I would rather see Rick Ross against T.I. I think that would be dope. That would be, yeah, I want to see that one. And 50, I think I would rather see 50 versus, I would have rather seen 50 versus Nelly. That made sense because of the short term in their career, and they both came out in the early 2000s. Other than that, I don't really know. 50 got a lot of feature records, so maybe it'll be somebody else that bang on a lot of feature records. I don't know, but definitely I'm not really interested in seeing the T.I. 50 thing. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably. I think they're going to wait until whenever the show getting ready to drop, and they probably going to do it now that I know they producing the show. Again, the Preem thing throwing me off, man. The Preem thing throwing me off, but I really can't tell if it's real or it's fake on that side of it, but I don't know.